Hey guys, welcome back. So this is my 1 year on YouTube video, and I've been looking forward to doing this video for a long time, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. For my 500 subscriber giveaway, I asked for questions, so here are my Q&A questions that I received as part of the entries for the giveaway video. But I also wanted to do something a little bit more special since it was my 1 year on YouTube anniversary. My YouTube-iversary, is that a thing? I just made it a thing. So instead of just a normal like, what's your favorite color? Oh, I like blue or whatever. I just wanted to kind of go over like what I've learned and that kind of stuff. The first question I have is from Susan, and Susan asked, who are my favorite YouTubers? How long did I consider it before I started my channel? So my favorite YouTubers, oh my gosh, I am subscribed to like 400 people on YouTube. Encourage me to take risks, you know? Like when I watch your tutorials and you have like crazy like dramatic makeup or like something that's really bold, I'm like, yes. So I subscribe because I find YouTube is like my favorite thing. Like, okay, you know, Ben is maybe my favorite thing too, but I really enjoy it and I love watching people on YouTube. I learn a lot. I think my channel has gotten better. I've seen like different editing things from different people and I'm like, oh, I can do that. Like how they'll have the close-up and the swatch in the side corner. I'm like, I'm gonna learn to do that, you know? So it encourages me. So who are my favorites? Like I watch the big ones. Jaclyn Hill, Makeup Geek, Nicole Guerrero, however you say her name. I love Casey Holmes. I think she's like really down to earth. Coffee Break with Danny. I watch Mrs. Lola Lynn, Shades of Cassie. I watch like 400 people. They like, that was a really long question. The answer is, everyone. How long did I consider it before I started my channel? Honestly, like a week. Like I finished my master's degree, okay, last March I finished my final class at the end of March, and I was like, I'm bored. You know? Like I was just seriously bored. Like it was the first time in my life that I hadn't had like 2 full-time jobs, you know, school and work. And when I finished my master's, I was like telling my boyfriend at the time, I'm like, I'm so bored. Like I have nothing to do. And you know, he had like his computer and he was always playing games and I was like, I want to do something. But I was like boring. You know, all I did on YouTube, all I did online was watch videos or like Facebook and like read other people's posts. So I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And then I was like, I don't have a camera. I know nothing about this technology. Like, I don't know about YouTube. I didn't even know, like, no, I didn't have any idea. So, I created a YouTube channel and I just came up with a name out of nowhere, and Ben helped me do a lot of the technical stuff. I started filming on my laptop first, my Lenovo that I use all the time. And then I switched to my Samsung Galaxy S5 as my camera, and then at Christmas this year I upgraded. I got a gift of a Canon camera. So the first like 300 videos on my channel are shot with a laptop or a cell phone, so that's an interesting fact of the day. I also used Windows Movie Maker initially, and then I moved over to what I have now, which is Cyberlink, which is Power Director version 12. And so that's a software you can buy like the CD, put it in your computer, and now I have more editing capabilities. So if you noticed around 3 months ago my editing picked up, that's because I got new editing software and a new camera. So for lighting, I also had a question on that. I'm using umbrella lights, and I've shown these before. Can you see it? I use umbrella lights. So I have a couple of those in the room. And then the one behind me, which occasionally you'll catch a glimpse of it in a video. It's just a little stand that I can raise or lower. And then I have the ceiling light, and then back here next to this, which is sometimes my background, is the window. Now, during the daytime, if I can use natural light, I will, which is why that window you see behind me is often, that's why sometimes you see the other wall. It's like if it's daytime, I face the window. But since right now it is 6:30 p.m. after work, like I figured I would go ahead and use that as my background just to change it up. Let's see. Because I like this as my background. I really do. I think it adds some kind of character. Am I able to do makeup well on others? Kind of. I've done makeup on others. I'm really good at some things, and other things, like, I don't even try. Like, for example, I did my cousin's makeup for her wedding in October, and I was like, you're doing your own mascara. Like, I don't care. She did her own mascara. Like, I wasn't going to get up in there and be like, on someone else. I'm not a makeup artist, okay? But I did her cheeks. I contoured her. I did her blush and her highlight. I taught her about that. I did her eyeshadows and stuff like that. Like, she put on her own lipstick. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. Like, you're not paying me. It's just a nice, you know, I like doing it. And actually, I've thought about making a kit and, like, making it a business, but I just feel like I like my nights and weekends off, and I like my flexible schedule, and right now it's a hobby. Yeah, I'm much better doing makeup on myself. Good question, Amy. What is the most challenging thing for me to learn or work with in makeup? Winged liner was super hard. Like, I still, like, can't do it on camera very well. Like, when I do camera, I'm like, oh, look, and then you see the video cut and my eyeliner's done. Why? Because a girl had to go in with makeup remover and fix it, because that's how I roll. That was really hard. What has been the most challenging thing for me to learn or work with in makeup? Definitely the filming and uploading. Actually, filming is fun, filming is easy, but getting things to upload and technology to work with me, because there are several different places where this can fail. The audio can be screwed up, the video can be screwed up, I can go out of frame, my lighting can be bad, I can have it not import correctly to my computer, I can have it edit it and have it take too long to edit, and then produce the movie in the editor, then upload it to YouTube, then I have to tag it and do a thumbnail. So, like, if all those technology things work, like, filming is so fun. But that was, I mean, your question was was the most challenging thing for me to learn or work with in makeup? I don't know about in makeup, but definitely in filming, that was, like, the hardest. That was from Sarah. Okay. Amy asked, she wanted to know why I first started YouTube and how long I want to do it for. So, different Amy. I would like to do this forever. I mean, why not? I don't think that I'll always have the finances to do hauls like this. Like, I mean, honestly, we're young. Like, we don't have kids yet. But when you have kids, I feel like, you know, you have to make sure that they're taken care of first. So, also, it's like, if you're not going anywhere, like, do you really need to, like, wear hundreds of dollars worth of makeup on your face every month? So it's something to think about for sure. And I feel like at the rate my collection has been growing lately, like, it's definitely good for me to go on a no-buy after this VIB sale. So I'll be doing that. But I think I'll do it forever, as long as, you know, the views are coming in and people like them and they give me good comments and stuff. Like, a question that I've had before is like, so I cringe at my old videos. Like, I look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so embarrassing. You know, my bad camera, my bad lighting, or how dorky I was, the ones with braces, or just like, I'm like, look at this swatch, and I'm like over here like this, and you know, it's not good quality at all. And I thought about deleting them, because I'm like, it's not quantity of videos, it's quality, right? But then it's like, that's where I came from. So, like, I kind of want to know what you guys think. Like, if you go back and watch some of my videos, they're really bad from, like, last year. I'm like, should I delete those? Do you guys think, like, would you watch that? Like, what if you found it? What if you were searching something on YouTube and you came across one of those videos? You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna subscribe to that girl. Like, no. So I'm almost, like, proud of how far I've come, so I, like, leave them up. But then it's like, should I just delete them? They still generate views, like 10 a day or 5 a day, not like a lot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Also, Jillian wants to know what kind of makeup look you are thinking of for your wedding. What kind of makeup look I'm thinking about doing for my wedding. So I'm kind of leaning towards the makeup I did for my engagement party / engagement photos. So if you haven't seen those two videos, I'll try to remember to link them below. Something between those two videos. So basically, like, neutral tones on the eyes, darker on the outer V, kind of smoked out liner with false lashes. Kind of like a natural lip like this, like mauve-y, mid-tony pink. Nice and shimmery, like with hourglass powders, no SPF, just kind of nice even complexion. That's kind of what I'm going for. And I'll be doing my own makeup. I'm definitely going to have somebody do my hair, though, because I'm not that good at hair. And I'm doing a 1920s theme, if you didn't know. So I want to do some kind of like those little waves that they did or something. So, okay, Veronica asked me, what is my favorite all-time can't live without palette? And, you know, I'm surprised that I'm saying this. Where is it? But I think my new favorite palette is the Stila Nouveau Natural Eyeshadow Palette that I just got like a couple months ago, because I use this today. I use this so much. I mean, I don't know how good the lighting is, but You have cool tones, you have warm tones, you have neutral, you have a couple of shimmers. You have some really deep tones to deepen it. Every time I wear this, I get compliments on my eye look. And I feel like, okay, if it's 5 in the morning and I'm getting dressed and getting ready to go to work in, you know, a corporate office, I'm not thinking about, you know, what's going to make the coolest eye look. At 5 in the morning, I'm thinking, girl, make yourself presentable. So this is like the eye look I wore to the office today. It's like tan with like a darker brown, and then I just kind of smudged out the liner a little bit. And so something like this is my most reached for palette. I've only had it like a month or two, but my most reached for, and I love it. There's like a couple shades in here that I've never touched, but out of 12 shades, I'd say that's pretty good. So I've definitely used this more than my Naked palettes. This is good. Lindsay also asked, different Lindsay, asked, you said in your makeup collection video that you try not to spend any money on skincare. Does that mean that you only use samples and your skincare is always changing? Kind of, yeah. I also buy like those value sets, so they come with like deluxe sample size or travel size of skincare products. I do have sensitive skin in the sense that I do break out, but I'm starting to think that the breakouts, because they're always on my chin, are probably just hormonal. So maybe my skin isn't as sensitive as I thought, but like as you saw in the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation review video, where I put, like, you could see my dry patches around my nose and stuff. I showed you that because I wanted you to see that my skin is really dry. I'm kind of sensitive. Like, if I over exfoliate, my face like turns bright red. And I get sunburnt. I don't tan gloriously like some god. I'm just like, I'm burnt. My cheeks get really pink, and I know that's bad for aging. So I am always trying to find good skincare. I feel like once you find it, you should stick to it, sure. I do like to save my money though where I can. So I found a few products that I repurchase when I don't have any, of my freebies or samples or whatever. But for the most part, I feel like because my skin is constantly changing, like sometimes I'm really acne prone, sometimes I'm drier than normal, sometimes I find that I'm getting a little oily on my chin, which may lead to the acne. I change up my skincare so often that I like to have multiple sets. Like I'll have my dry skincare and skincare days where I do mostly stuff like that. I'll have my SPF days where I'm like hardcore SPFing my face because I know I'm going outside. I'll have days where I want to do something that's really light and good for my skin. I want to do, different stuff. So also I have stuff that's for nighttime, daytime, and then I'll have stuff that I can do like as masks. So yeah, I do spend money on skincare, but like I'll spend money on like 1 or 2 things, and then the rest will be constantly rotating. Like for example, I have a Philosophy Intense Hope in a Jar, I think it is, or it's a nighttime retexturizing moisturizer that I use at night, and that was like $50 for a tub, but I do buy that, and it's not the first time I bought it because it's worth it. I have a Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer that I use in the mornings, and it's $50, and I did buy it, and it's worth it. But other things like my toners, Neutrogena, I have other toners, like I have 5 different eye creams that I just rotate through, and that's okay for me. Okay, Amy asked, how did you and Ben meet? How long have you been together? So that's kind of funny. I guess I never said that. We met online, and we met through the website plentyoffish.com. I don't know if you've ever used that, POF, like people call it. And I was like pretty much done on that website because I had been on dates with so many, dozens of people, like seriously, dozens in like a year that I'd been single, and dated a couple, went on a few dates with people. But when I met, like when online we met, our messages to each other were like different. Like they were like paragraph after paragraph, like multiple times a day. Like this boy can write, and like he had the ability to like care and listen and remember things that I told him, and he was just really sweet. And like I could tell, like there's different intentions of people on online dating. Like you can kind of tell right away. They're like either after your money, after sex, or whatever. But Ben was different. Like he was just like happy to like have somebody to talk to, like spend time with. And I was like, huh, like it's refreshing, to find somebody online dating that is just cool, just hanging out. And so that was the day before Thanksgiving 2 years ago. So we, it was funny because we actually scheduled to meet, and he had moved here in October, and we met in November. And so we had been emailing and stuff back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And he had just moved here, so he had no idea where anything was. So he randomly picked this coffee shop online that had like good reviews or something, and was like, okay, that's where we're going to have our first date. And I was like, oh, that's fun. Okay, cool. So we scheduled to meet there. It was the day before Thanksgiving. I think we were supposed to meet there at 7, just for like just a cup of coffee, to talk. And it's funny because when I got there, he was standing outside in the parking lot, and I parked my car, and I was like, hi, it was awkward, and I like hugged him and everything. And he's like, so I guess I didn't do a good job of researching this place. I'm like, why? He's like, it's closed. I'm like, what? So I guess they closed early because it was the day before Thanksgiving. So they're closed the next day. They closed at like 5 p.m. or something. So we didn't get to get coffee. So we ended up getting in our car. He didn't know where anything else was in the area. So we got each in our own cars, and he followed me to a different place, and we ended up walking around there and stuff, and that was fine. It was actually a really nice time. We just, it was cute. We just talked the entire night. I think we ended up getting something to drink or eat or something, but no big deal. Well, then the next year for our anniversary, Ben was like, I'm going to surprise you. I want you to wear a dress, and we're going to go somewhere. And so I got all girlied up, and he was wearing like a dress shirt and dress pants, and I think he might have been wearing a tie too. And I was like, oh, where are we going? So we got in the car, and he drove, and I didn't know where we were going. Now this coffee shop, remember, we moved in together last year. So the coffee shop's like 20 miles away now. But we used to live around there. Like he had his own apartment, and I had my own apartment over there. But now we've moved out, a little bit more into the suburbs. So he was driving, he drove us all the way there in rush hour. I was like, what are we doing? And he drove us to the coffee shop. And so I was like, oh, that's so cute. So we went inside, and like I said, I think it was like 5 p.m. or something, maybe 6 p.m. on our anniversary night. And it was the day before Thanksgiving. And we went in, and the guy at the coffee shop, so we actually made it into the coffee shop. First of all, they were open. We got in there, and they didn't have any decaf coffee. I was like, it's 6 p.m. Like, I'm not drinking regular coffee. He's like, we have tea. I'm like, I don't drink tea. So anyway, 2 years in a row, we walked out of there. We didn't get any coffee. So it's kind of like a joke now that, we're going to do that every year. It's like, oh. But, so if you didn't know, our wedding date this year is actually the night before Thanksgiving. So that's when we're getting married. Some people were like, that's annoying because, airline tickets are really expensive at that time. It's really hard for us to make it to your wedding. Other people were like, that's great. It's the day before a 4-day weekend. We're going to get so drunk. It just depends on different people. But other people were like, well, we're going to come to Arizona for Thanksgiving, so that's great. We'll just come down for the week, and it'll be, fun. But for Ben and I, it was good because it was our 2-year anniversary. So that's why we chose to get married the day before Thanksgiving. I got a lot of video requests, like ideas in that video, which is exactly what I wanted. Somebody asked me to get ready with me, like from the beginning to the end of my getting ready, how to get unready, like how I do my nighttime skincare routine, stuff like that, morning skincare routine, what is my very favorite product? That was from, what is my very favorite product? I don't know, but honestly, if you had asked me that years ago, I would have been like, oh, it's got to be MAC something. But recently, I've really been enjoying Benefit products. Benefit Hoola, Benefit's Dallas Blush, a lot of the Benefit blushes. I really like the Benefit Total Moisture Moisturizer and the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream. I really like a lot of the Benefit stuff. So I didn't think I was a Benefit girl, but apparently I am. I like the Roller Lash Mascara. Like I said, so I don't know. What is my very favorite product? That's too hard. That's too hard, girl. What are you thinking? I can't pick. I guess I feel like $1,000,000 when I put on the Benefit Dallas blush, so that's something, I guess. But I can't pick, so something by Benefit for sure. And this is really fun for me, and I'm starting to see it pick up. It's so funny because I posted my 500 subscriber giveaway. I announced my 500 subscriber giveaway, and I had 500 subscribers. And then it was like 550 by the time 550 subscribers by the time the giveaway was posted, and the giveaway closed and I was at like 600 something subscribers. And so my goal was to, at the 1 year mark, to have my subscriberhood, is that a thing? I just made it a thing, to have have over 400 videos, which is more than one video per day, and have 700 subscribers. So I'm well over 400 videos now, which is crazy in 1 year. Like who else does that? Like I'm crazy. I've got a problem in the head. No, I'm just kidding. I just really like makeup and I have a lot to say. I like to talk. So I'm glad you guys like to listen. But it's great to have somebody to talk to, like, about makeup now. Like, I love interacting in the comments. I love seeing my channel grow. It, like, gives me so much pride. Like, when I, you know, see someone at my day job and they'll be like, so, oh, I love your makeup. And I'll be like, oh, I just reviewed this palette. Just kidding. But you know what I mean, though, right? Like, I definitely think that it's fun to, I don't know, get to know you guys and have you get to know me and learn what you want to know and what you want to see. So keep the requests coming. I'd like to keep my channel as something that other people, you know, have input in. So like, I don't want to just film videos on stuff I want to see. Like, I want to know what you want to see. There are other people out there like me. Like, that's crazy. Like, I have a lot of energy. I love to talk about makeup. I love to talk about hair and nails and skincare and clothes and things like that. And I'm like so glad that I found this channel because, I mean, sure, I have friends in real life and sure, I have, you know, a real job and people that I interact with on a regular basis. But it's really nice to go somewhere like this, like YouTube, where you guys get me. Like, you get it when I'm like, I could just die over this palette. And you guys are like, yeah, me too. It's good to have someone like that. So thanks so much for my first year on YouTube, and here's to many more. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was super long, but a lot of you commented that you like my Get Ready With Me videos or more chit-chatty videos, and it's hard because the videos that do the best are hauls and ones that are super fast, like swatch videos that are like 2 to 4 minutes long. And my Get Ready With Me's and stuff don't have that many views because they tend to be like 15 minutes long. But you guys said you like these kinds of videos, so here you are. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.